He decided to bring a gun into his friend's home, Danny's home. He decided to pull it out. He knew it was loaded. He decided to play with it. He decided to have his hand on that trigger, and he decided to use it in a reckless manner that caused her death. He's the one who's done that. None of his traumatic experiences in his life led up to his decision-making to reject family, reject structure, and to take and possess and hold the gun that he did ultimately use that killed Daneyshkalis.
And the last thing, Your Honor, is, the Commonwealth's recommendation here is rooted in the adult sentencing guidelines that were passed or established a long time ago. Those sentencing guidelines do not address sentencing for youthful offenders in any way. Those are not meant to address sentencing for youthful offenders, and I'd suggest that the statute itself is what the court should rely on, as well as the case law that has been established relating to the sentencing of youthful offenders.
I understand that Daney was your girlfriend and someone that you cared about greatly. I'm convinced of that. And I am also convinced that while this incident involved inappropriate and excessively dangerous behavior with an illegal gun, I am not convinced there was any malice or intent on your part. In that regard, I agree with the conclusion that probation has drawn. I also agree that a direct sentence to the state prison system at this time, would only exacerbate the effects of some of the most significant trauma that I have seen that the young individual has suffered over his relatively short life. And I'm concerned that such a direct sentence to the state prison would further advance your involvement in the criminal justice system. I am convinced that as to count one, wherein you have been found to be and admitted to be a youthful offender, that a commitment to the Department of Youth Services as a youthful offender to age 21 is the appropriate sentence. However, where I depart from the recommendations of your lawyers and probation is that I heed the concern that the Commonwealth has made quite clear. While I will accept the nature of these circumstances that support involuntary manslaughter, to be candid, I have worries that linger, Mr. Diaz, based upon the comments that the Commonwealth has made. And therefore, as to count two, in order to give you that added, shall I say, incentive and need to clear up all that has brought you to this point, I'm sentencing you to 3 to 4 years state prison, suspended for a period of 5 years with supervised probation to run concurrent with the DYS commitment in count 1. Specific conditions of your supervised probation, which commence today, that you possess no firearm or ammunition, you have no gang affiliation, mental health evaluation and mental health treatment, substance abuse evaluation and substance abuse treatment, all including residential treatment as DYS, and probation may recommend compliance with all DYS service directives and conditions.